Brian is definitely still cheating on Rula. What's good, everybody? Thank you all so much for clicking on the video. I really appreciate it. We are here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 3, and the name of the episode is called Saturday Night Fever Dream, okay? I only watched the episode one time. I love y'all so much. I only watched the episode one time, and that was Monday morning. And so, I told y'all that I was going to do a review for the episode. I kind of got the gist of everything that went on in the episode, but I don't. I kind of remember the gist of everything that went on in the episode, and so I'm going to talk about it. But it may not be as detailed as possible. But I didn't have time to watch the episode again. I'm probably, when it comes to Rhode Island and some of the shows, I just don't have the time to watch episodes of these shows 2 and 3 times to get every little detail down. But what I do got down is I got the gist of everything. Okay, so bear with me. Okay, but this episode we got taglines. Okay, and I feel like with the taglines with the girls of Real Housewives of Rhode Island, it's the same with the ATL girls. The girls are saying the lines, but they aren't delivering the line.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the girls are not doing their thing, but they're not doing it.
Okay, of the taglines, I believe that Rosie had the best headline and she delivered it flawlessly. She said, I used to report on the news, but now I'm the headline. Right? Is she really the headline though? To me, she's like a B character. I don't know. I like Rosie. I told you I identified with Rosie, or I got a soft spot for Rosie because my grandmother's name was Rosie Marie and her name is Rosie D. Marie. You don't really see no D. Maries on no white girl though, right? But anyway, I got a soft spot for Rosie, but she kind of seems like a B character on the show. She's not really one of the main girls. She's not really Center Peach. Or I don't even know what the girls are holding over here on Rhode Island. Are they holding? What is it? What do they call it? Floaters? I don't know. I don't even know what they hold. I'm gonna have to go look at it again. Okay. But the episode started off with Liz. Liz is riding on a bike with Jerry through the trail. I guess that's their idea of working out. And they takes a break, and she tells him that Alicia brought up rumors of her dating Dino. And she's saying that there's no truth to the rumors. Something tells me that Liz kind of likes that it's being put out there that she's dating Dino.
Yup.
Because I think that it makes her look more attractive, right? And I don't think that she's a bad looking woman. I'm just saying that, Dino is younger, and for her to be out there, with Dino being an attractive guy, or what most people would think is attractive, I think that she kind of likes that her name is being put out there as somebody that's being with Dino. And not being somebody, being somebody who could be seen with Dino, if that makes sense. And not being somebody who people will be like, oh, hell no, Dino not fucking that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kind of feel like that she likes it. I just don't feel like that she is shutting it down unequivocally. And my thing with Liz is, even if there was rumors out there, and y'all say it all the time when it comes to Married to Medicine, for me personally, I just wouldn't do anything to embarrass my partner or to have any type of rumors out there where people would even question if me and Dino are together. So if he is around while Jerry is out of town, we will only be chilling at the house. You know what I'm saying? I just wouldn't be going around town with Dino because I just wouldn't want to embarrass my partner. Okay. Liz is going to be throwing Jerry his 54th birthday party at their house, and the theme is Studio 54. Look at the housewife guards lining up. This is the second time this week that we're going to have a Studio 54 birthday party. So I like when the housewife guards line things up like that. And Liz and Jerry got a big, that is a really, really nice house. That's a really, really nice house. Their house looked like one of the houses that we saw. What was it? Still in Tampa with the black girls? It kind of looked like one of the houses on Still in Tampa, how the camera with the drone is coming from the backyard, and we're able to see like the seawall in the dock in the back. I really like Liz's house. Okay, then we get Kelsey. Kelsey ends up meeting with Bill. Did she ever tell us the name of her man? I don't know who her man is, but she said that she kind of have a don't ask, don't tell relationship, but she knows that he's not being loyal. So my thing is, what are the rules of your relationship? What are the rules of your relationship? What do you mean that he's not being loyal? Are you not supposed to know that he's living with another girl 6 months out of the year? I feel like that you know that he's living with a girl 6 months out of the year. Is he sleeping with somebody else besides the girls that he's with the outside of the 6 months of the year? But the thing with Kelsey is that she doesn't really have a say so. When you are tied to a man and he's taking care of you, you don't really have a say so. So she doesn't really have a say so in what's going on with him. I'm surprised that she is even entertaining anybody else because most men who is taking care of somebody, they got to have it their way. And so I'm just shocked that he's even letting her entertain somebody else. Okay. I believe that she said that Bill was somebody that she went to middle school with, and her parents kind of want to see her with Bill. And so Bill is just waiting on the side. What type of weak ass nigga is Bill? Okay. Kelsey says that, she would be with Bill, but she can't live the type she wants to live being with Bill because she'll have to work. If she was with Bill, she would have to work. But with the man that she's with now, she doesn't have to work. But my thing is this, baby. That man that you're with right now, he could croak and die, and you would have to get your ass up and go to work.
Like what?
Boom.
Like,
that's the reason why.
Who raised you? Who raised you? It seems to me that neither one of these men are serving your needs. I feel like that you think that the man that you're with who won't marry you, who won't give you a baby, is serving your needs, but he's not. That man can croak tomorrow and be up out of here, and your ass gonna have to get the work. Them people gonna put you up out that house. They're gonna take all their cars. They're gonna leave you penniless and broke. You get what I'm saying? We seen what happened to Kevin Samuels. That man will be over there take a Red Bull, and Guadalupe will be over there riding his ass to death somewhere else while he over there with the 6 months, and your ass will have to get up out that house. So if he's not serving your needs and Bill is not serving your needs, you need to be trying to find you somebody else. You need to be trying to find you somebody else. You sound like a silly hoe to me. I'm just being real with you, okay? Then we get Alicia and Liz. They meet up at Alicia's house. Alicia is not married to Billy. Billy didn't marry her. They have been engaged for 9 years, since before she got pregnant with her daughter, okay? She said that when they were going to go and get married, that he wanted her to sign a prenup, and if the prenup didn't serve her, he was going to leave her with nothing, and he won't even put her name on the house, okay? She said that she didn't want to go down that road because her dad did that to her mom. Her dad ended up leaving their mom, and they had to go back and move in with her grandmother. Okay. My thing with Alicia is the same thing for Kelsey, but not marrying him still doesn't serve you, because if he dies, you're done. If he dies, you're done. Who is the house going to be left to? Hopefully it's left to your daughter. Hopefully it's being left to your daughter. So marrying him is not going to serve you. And so neither is not marrying him. So what are we doing? Why are we wasting time? It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay. She said that she's a stay-at-home mom, and it kind of sucks because she has to ask him for money, and it's almost like a power trip. I don't get it. I don't get it. If it sucks, you need to go and find you something else to do. If it sucks, you need to go find you something else to do. I think that, who raised y'all? Who raised you? Girl, you need to go out there and get your own money. And what is he doing? I want to know a scenario where he's telling you no. I mean, she looks done up. Her confessionals, she look cute in confessionals, whatever. But I want a scenario is when he's telling you no. Are you asking him for money? He's just giving you money, or do you have to tell him what you're buying and what you need? Because I feel like the first time I had to really explain what I wanted to do, or the first time he told me no, I'm like, look, shit, let me go get me a job, because I'm not gonna let nobody do me like this, spoon feed me or holding the purse strings. Because we know if he won't even put your name on the house, we know you don't got access to the money. You got to ask him for everything that you get. Your name is probably not even on a debit card. So I don't get it. Okay.
You're looking stupid.
Then we get Rula. Rula is getting bad advice from her village. Okay. She said, she told her village, the people that came up to the house, I don't really know who they was, but she said that, they was her friends, but her village, right? She said that the kids sensed a difference in her and her husband since he cheated on her, okay? And the woman literally told her she was advised to get over it. He made a mistake, stay strong and focused, and move the fuck on. I feel like that Rula is using these kids as a crutch.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. At all.
I feel like that she's using the kids as a crutch. I can see a woman who was a stay-at-home mom not wanting to leave. And when I say stay-at-home mom, I mean for the people who watch Imperfect Women married, right? I can see a woman who is in married position not wanting to leave. But Rula being a successful lady that she claims to be, you don't even have a peace of mind. She was literally talking about what her husband had going on. I forgot what her husband's name is. Let me see what her name is. Let me see. Her husband's name is Brian. When she was talking about Brian in the confessional, she ended up breaking down crying. So she doesn't even have a peace of mind, right? So I doubt that she can really do her job to her at her best, right? And my question is raising the kids by yourself really that bad when the man that you lay to or that you lay down next to at night is draining you? Because she seemed drained. And it reminds me of the song "Give It Up, Turn It Loose" by In Vogue. You can love him once, but not twice. Who plays games with no rules? A fool, right? With the advice that the women gave her, the ball always seems to be, or is always going to be in the man's corner because the man will continue to run over you and cheat on you because he knows you're not leaving. No matter what he do, y'all are going to write it off as a bad decision, right? He knows that you don't want to raise those kids by yourself. So he's going to continue to cheat on you and nothing is going to be able to change because he knows that you're not going to want to leave. And then we found out this is Rula's second marriage. And she didn't even want to really talk about her first marriage or even why she left. She said that her family would be upset at her about it. But baby, if I'm Andy, we're going to talk about that at the reunion. Girl, we're going to either talk about it or you're not going to be on the show. We're going to either talk about it or you're not going to be on the show. What caused you to leave the first marriage? And it seems like that you're trying to, the only reason why you're staying in this marriage is because you got children with him. But girl, I will be raising my children by myself with a peace of mind. Okay?
Fuck it.
Okay. Then we got Ashley. Her storyline seems to be Jared not being fulfilled in his career. But what about you though, Ashley? What about you? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand what Ashley is bitching and whining about. To me, she is the least interesting person on the show. I feel like at least Jared is trying to work and do something in the meantime, right? He may not be fulfilled right now, but the man got to get up and go to work. He still got to get up and do something. At least he's trying to do something. But in the meantime, we should be trying to do something else. But I want to know more about Ashley and not trying to make Jared her storyline. Because, no, because you're upset that he's working now at the coffee shop. But if he's laying at home not doing nothing, you're gonna be talking shit then. So at least he's working. Okay. Then we get Rosie. Rosie, her confessional, and I'm not just saying this because she got my grandmother's name, but her confessionals are just beautiful.
Come on, give it up! Give it up! Give it up! Give it up! Give it up!
But I will say it doesn't always I think that she's a beautiful woman from the neck up. No shade. But in the confessionals, she looks good in the confession, but it doesn't always translate on camera. I don't know what's going on, like in scene, but her confessionals looks beautiful. All of her confessionals look good. Her and Rich are talking about having kids. Rosie said that they always been on the same page about not having kids, but it feels like Rich wants kids. That's what I'm getting. It doesn't seem like that he's on the same page as Rosie. It seems to me that he wants kids. Rosie says that she doesn't want to be like her mother, and she never wanted kids. And she might change her mind in 5 or 10 years. But baby, you're 34 years old. Who wants to have their first baby at 40 or 44 years old, 39 or 44 years old, right? And I'm not saying that there's anything bad at having a baby at 39 or 44, but I feel like for me personally, I want to be hip to what's going on with the kids, right? I don't want to be in my 50s when my child is a teenager, right? Because I need to be in perfect shape to shut shit down with a teenager and let them know that I mean business when I mean business.
You do it again, I'm gonna rock your world in this motherfucker. So rock it.
Right now, I need to be able to know what's on TikTok. I need to be able to know what's on Instagram so I can guide my child. And I feel like when you're so much older than a child, you out the loop. Think about Ray Huger and Raven. I just feel like he's so far out the loop. I doubt that Ray know how to use Instagram and stuff like that. He don't probably really know what's going on Instagram. That's a whole new world for him. You get what I'm saying? I need to be hip to what's going on with the child. And need to be able to run and move. I want to be at all of the games and stuff like my daddy and my mama was. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to move around. And I think that, Portia is 44 years old. I told y'all before, I remember when my grandmother was 44 years old, I was probably 5. Well, I know I was 5. My grandmother had my mother when she was 20. My mother had me at 19, and she had my brothers and sisters at 20. And so they had to be 4. My mama was 24 and she was 44, and she had a slip and fall in the store. And so ever since then, she had a bad knee. And so I think that what I do is relate, the 40s or people in 44 is to old and, having to walk with walkers and crutches and stuff. And she only walks with crutches and a walker for that time being, but she always walked with a limp after that. And so I think that when I think 44, I think of that, but that's just not true. My mother doesn't walk like that, and none of the people that in my family who's over 44 who, they don't walk like that or whatever. But I think that for me, it kind of made me see 44 in a different type of way. Okay, but now we're at the Studio 54 birthday party for Jerry. Dino is there. Dino is there with a girlfriend, and the girl looks like she got a little black in her. Okay. Kelsey says that she tries to avoid Dino at all costs, and then we found out that Kelsey used to date Dino.
Say what? You are lying.
So I really thought this before, but I didn't want to say it. But Kelsey sounds like a hoe to me.
That's a hoe.
I gotta be honest about it, baby. Kelsey is a hoe. It seems that she is the Portia of Rhode Island. She fucking everybody. Okay. Joella and Gary ended up talking to Brian and Rulla. And I really think that it's fucked up that Brian tried to call and get Joella fired. Joella, I don't know. I'll have it right next time. I think that it's so fucked up that Rula and Brian tried to call and get Joella fired, or even trying to file a complaint with her employer over some shit that had nothing to do with their job. Okay, I feel like something is not being said, because I feel like that Rula is too upset with Joella when the side chick is the one who posted the pics online of her and Brian. Why are you so upset at Joella and not upset with the side chick and Brian? You seem to be more upset with Joella than you are with Brian. And my thing is, are you upset that Joella brought it to the group? Anybody could have saw the pictures. You should be upset with Brian for even being in the picture with the bitch. Not only did you cheat on me, you in the picture with the bitch. And she posted you online. You need to be upset with him. Not only did you cheat on me, you were so reckless that you was taking pictures with the bitch. She should have never been able to have a picture online. At least I would have been able to hold my head high and say, my man ain't cheated, even though you crying on the inside, right? Rula wants Brian to say that he's not cheating, and he won't say it. And so Joella says that he is cheating, and then she swears on her kids.
Oh my God.
Rula knows that Brian is still cheating on her by the way that she reacted. She looked like her stomach hurt. And when I look at Rula, it looks like her body is telling her that Brian is cheating on her, and she's trying to reject that thought. She's trying to do what her village told her to do, right? She's trying to do what her village told her to do. And her village told her he made a mistake, stay strong. She's trying to stay strong, stay focused, and move the fuck on. But her body is not telling her, her body is not letting her do it. It's so funny because I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I was telling him that for me, 1 + 1 always equals 2. And that's all I need to know. Some people need to hear a person say something for them to have clarity, right? So on the way home, Rula was asking Brian, why didn't he speak up? And he gave her some bullshit excuse. He didn't speak up, Rula, because he was still cheating.
You stupid girl.
He is still cheating. He didn't speak up because he is still cheating. And Joella even put it on her kids. She said that she promised on her kids, but she swore on her kids that he was still cheating, that he was actively cheating on her in the moment. And my thing is, he's never going to speak up and say that he's cheating on you. And it seems to me that Rula is going to try and find solace in that he didn't straight up tell her that he's cheating. She needs him to tell her that he's cheating. But I am a type of person, I don't need to, one plus one, I don't need, it already made sense to me in my head. You know what I'm saying? I done already did the math. You do the math, shout out to Jill Scott. You do the math. You do the math. You do the math. It's 2. The answer is 2. He's cheating, baby. He's cheating. I don't need to make an excuse in my head. As soon as we were sitting at that table, and the way that Jerry and the way that Brian was talking, the way that Brian was not really saying anything, that would have told me everything that I need to know. And I would have got home, got my kids, packed my shit, and we would have left that night. Me and Brian wouldn't even rode in the same car together. It would have told me everything that I needed to know. But some people need to actually hear it. Some people need to actually hear it, but most people are not going to come out and tell you the truth. They're not going to go out and tell you the truth, especially when you already looking upset. He probably does love you, but he needs something on the side, but he doesn't want to break you. He doesn't want to break you. And that could be what it is. Because, you heard people say, I love baby boy, that is the truth. I lie to you because I lie to you because I do love you, but you can't really handle what I really want or what I really, really like. Then we need to part ways too, though, right? Liz ended up telling Kelsey that she wanted to go to the seawall with Jerry and Dino, and Kelsey asked, "Are you sure? Because you know what the rumors and people were saying about you." And Liz got upset and acted a fool. To me, Liz looks stupid. Out of all the people who have came for her since she's been on this show, you get mad at Kelsey, who was actually looking out for you. I feel like that's what a friend is supposed to do. Like, girl, are you sure? Because people have been talking shit about you and it, you know what I'm saying? You and Dino. Are you sure you want to do that? And you get mad at her. Rula basically told you, girl, you ain't no mother. You ain't never gave birth.
You childless whore.
You ain't never gave birth. Girl, you around there with 3 motherfucking Kaylas. You ain't no mother. Them Jerry kids, bitch, them ain't your kids. And you didn't say nothing to her. You didn't say nothing to her. All the stuff that you gave Liz, you didn't give that to Rula. Alicia brought up the rumors with Dino to the group. And you didn't get mad at her. Well, I think that you want the rumors out there. I think that you wanted the rumors. I think that you think that it make you look good for the show. You like Jerry, that's your husband or whatever, but Dino looks good, and you want the Bravo fan base to know that I can still pull a nigga like Jerry. Right? I feel like that. I'm sorry. I don't care. Okay. But you get mad at Kelsey? Bye. But y'all, that was pretty much the episode. Do y'all think that Brian is cheating? Are y'all like me? Do y'all need somebody to tell y'all something, or are you a person who's going to do the math and make it make sense in your head and ain't nothing that a motherfucker could? Because let me tell you something. For me, when my mind is made up, my mind is made up. My mind is made up. If you wasn't cheating, you should have been cheating, because that's how I feel. That's how I'm gonna see it. That's how I'm gonna see it, and baby, and that's just what it is. Okay. But thank y'all so much for clicking on the video, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all later on today. Adios.